All right, kiddies, it is time. We got the new info for DOKKANFEST Transforming Cooler. Our boys should be dropping on Halloween, so about actually 47 hours and 30 minutes from now is when this cooler will be dropping. So tomorrow night, well, I guess later Tuesday night, tonight, like 18 hours from now or something like that, we'll probably get the data download. We know of 3 units right now that are coming, 2 summonable and 1 free to play. I will just tell y'all right away, this cooler is wild. He's bonkers. He's actually just like future Gohan. And I've been telling people, for days, weeks now, that future Gohan is like, borderline top 5. He's insane. And, Cooler might be better. He's Cooler is very similar to that future Gohan. So let's go ahead and jump in. Thanks, of course, to the homie Goresh for being up super late, because Goresh is East Coast just like I am. So it's 4:30 right now for him. Okay, so this is Unequaled Ultimate Power. So he brings a new category with him, which Goresh correctly predicted. Conquest of Terror category, key 3. And 130% to HP and 170% to stats. Now, okay, Gresh didn't have it there, but I believe it's also... Wait, not there. He does also buff Enhanced Transformation, I believe. It's both categories. So that's... needless to say, that's a very good leader skill for Cooler. Transformation Boost and Conquest of Terror, just in case you guys need to, be reminded on... what is on Transformation Boost. I mean, everyone, basically. AGL, LR Gohan, Cell, Full Power Frieza, Baby, Blue Gogeta, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Dragon Ball Super Trunks, Future Gohan, UI Goku, Int Goku Black, SCR Namek Goku, Dragon Ball Super Broly, Transforming Vegeta. And then Cooler is a support type unit for them, by the way. So, just off of his team alone... Cooler is looking pretty interesting because, again, his links, they didn't give him shocking speed, I guess spoiler alert, which is I don't know. Here, let me go through his info. Let's keep going. So, super attack is the Death Flasher, which does immense and lowers attack and defense. I mean, sure, we'll take it. Passive skill, Torture to Death. So, he gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, which is solid. Then, Transformation Boost category allies get 2 key and 30% attack and defense if there is 1 enemy. So, I mean, that's, most of the game right there. So, under that circumstance, which again is most of the game, this cooler is going to work as a support type unit for, maybe the strongest category in the game. Because, any mid-battle transformation units get added onto this category team, and it's pretty good. I mean... now, we got Physical Kid Buu, so you could have, Physical Kid Buu, and then, the 2 coolers as your floaters. You're not going to struggle with super attacks. These units are going to be hitting so damn hard. You have Int Janemba on here, who I would still say is the best CUR in the game. This team is... It's going to be interesting. This is what Transformation Boost needed, and they got it. And then if there's 2 enemies... He buffs the Conquest of Terror category by 2 key and 50% attack and defense. So, for Super Battle Road, this cooler is going to be 150% attack and defense going up against multiple enemies like that. He's lowering attack. He's very impressive. I mean, this cooler is really good. Now, Conquest of Terror, who is going to be on this category? Is this going to be could this be Invader type characters or with Scout or Vegeta? Would he be on it? I mean, Demon King Piccolo, I feel like, is a shoo-in. Would Dragon Ball Super Broly count? Him, Final Form Frieza, and Paragus, arriving to basically attack Earth? Does that count? I would assume all the Boos are going to be on there. It's going to be interesting to see, what exactly makes the cut for Conquest of Terror. I mean, I would assume, pretty much all Frieza, Cell, and Boo cards are on there. A lot of the movie boss characters are probably on there. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be damn interesting, that's for sure. Then his links: Strongest Clan in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Universe's Most Malevolent, and Fierce Battle. So he does have good links, but, you know, it would be better if he had shocking speed. I mean, just obviously. Because he's a support type unit, it's not really so bad. And, you know, if you build a full Conquest of Terra team, which is there's gonna be a lot of crossover between the two categories. I mean, like, even if, you know, depending upon if there's 2 enemies or 1, he's still gonna be giving the support type buff. He's still gonna be absolutely insane wild, but, you know, it still would help if he had shocking speed, right? It's the same thing with Future Gohan. Future Gohan is not killed by not having prepared for battle, but he would be better with it. Okay. So here's what's interesting, right? Future Gohan is this amazing support type unit before he transforms, but then after he transforms, he's no longer a support type unit. Cooler is the same thing. But Future Gohan, his transformation condition, it's just a transformation. Cooler's is an active skill, so you could choose if you want to do it or not. Now, I was on video saying, oh, I mean, it's always better if they have an attack active skill. And a lot of people were like, well, you know, truth, you might be wrong because, you know, if it's an active skill transformation and depending upon, like, you know, again, like this instance where Cooler's base form is a support type unit and then his transformed version is not, you can now choose. Because it's an active skill, he doesn't automatically transform. You choose if you want to transform or not. Honestly, Cooler gets pretty generic after he's transformed. I mean, he's going to be insane, like stupid, right? But I feel as though, I don't know, he's probably going to hit so damn hard. But let's just get to it, right? Okay, so his transformation condition. He could use it starting from the 3rd turn. It's an active skill, by the way. If there's a pure Saiyan or hybrid Saiyan category enemy. Stop right there. That's at least 75% of the game, right? Give or take. Pure Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan, it's the same thing that Baby has got, right? The fact that it's both, that's not tough. So most of the game, he's going to be transforming after the 3rd turn if you choose. If there is not a Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan enemy, after 6 turns pass and there's 1 enemy. Now, obviously, it doesn't need to be 6 turns. They could have made it 5, I think, but it's fine because, again, 75% of the game is Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan, so not really too much of an issue there. He has 4 categories: Conquests of Fear, Movie Bosses, Transformation Boost, and Wicked Bloodline. Yep. So nothing different from our boy Physical Final Form Cooler. And again, like, so this Physical Cooler has 100% attack and defense, right? And we know about how hard he hits. Well, this Cooler is going to have 180% attack and defense. So his super attack raises attack, so it stacks attack, does immense, and greatly lowers defense. Okay. Stacking attack is obviously good. Oh, dude. Actually, wait. He stacks attack. Oh, man. He stacks attack, does he? He is going to hit very, very hard. And then with these links, dude, there's for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Brutal Beatdown, Fierce Battle, Universal Most Malevolent. Bro, this Cooler is gonna hit so damn hard. I feel like you're gonna see this guy like in the upper 3 millions a lot after he's transformed. But like, so he gets 3 key, 180% attack and defense, but then he performs an additional attack which has a medium chance to perform a super. So he's gonna be at like a 3.5 million attack stack, I think. And then he's going to have a decent chance to toss out another one. Like, we know how crazy this Cooler is. And his is only a chance, which is what, 10%, right? Yeah, 10%. I imagine this Cooler is probably going to be 25%, but medium could also be 30%. I mean, that's at minimum, that's over a double. Like, it's over double the chance that the Physical Final Form Cooler had. So, we know how ridiculous he's going to be. Now, this is actually very important, too. So, then he performs a guaranteed crit if it's a pure or hybrid Saiyan enemy. Here's the thing. Think of the Legendary Goku event, right? Where, like, normal attacks can do damage to him. Like, normal attacks are still powerful if you do a crit. Well, this Cooler is doing guaranteed crits in that event. So, those normal attacks are going to be hitting pretty damn hard considering he's stacking his attack and he has an insane link set. Again, I don't know, like, we haven't even seen him in game, but I have got to imagine that this Cooler is, like, borderline top 5 at least. Like, TUR, I would say probably definitely within the top 10. He's definitely in the highest tier. Both him and Future Gohan. I love this new design. This This makes these teams just function so much better when the leader is a support type unit along with just being strong. It just makes these teams run like, but I'm telling y'all, the Master and Student Bond team and the Hybrid Saiyan team, these new teams, it's just, it's so easy to run them. Like, they're so good. So, like, this cooler with these teams, it's going to be crazy as well. Like, honestly, this cooler, yeah, okay, I reloaded because I figured Gresh would probably have it fixed by now. This just so crazy. This cooler is going to be so good. By the way, again, shout outs to Gresh for being up at 4:45 in the morning on a weekday, by the way. But we all know how the homie loves whatchamacallit, Frieza family units and stuff like that. Okay, so we got all the info. Again, there's Cooler. He's very good. Okay, so continuing on, we also have this card right here. So, okay, so let me get rid of this. We can get rid of this, get rid of this. So we also have Cooler's Armored Squadron is a card as well, which is interesting. I definitely think this was a good idea to have them added in. So it looks like their name is Sulza and then Cooler's Armored Squadron along with it. So they're a Conquest of Terror category, key 3 and 120% to stats. So that doesn't really give us a hint or a clue as to a lot of the category here. Again, like I feel like you could kind of interpret this as like almost like an invader type category. I think would kind of work. So like I think again like Scouter Vegeta will probably be on there, Nappa, Demon King Piccolo. I'm sure the Boos, Friezas, and Cells will be on there. Like we'll see. Okay, so the super attack Armored Scramble does supreme damage and lowers attack and defense. That's good. We'll take that. Passive True Power of the Armored Squadron, 30% attack and defense for every Conquest of Terror category ally. Okay. So that's pretty good. So they're gonna be hitting, I think, pretty decently hard. And they're also going to have some pretty good defense. I mean, again, all you gotta do is 30 times 7 there if you're running a full team. So they'd have 210% attack and defense. Okay, sure. If there is an ally whose name contains Cooler, so does not include the Armored Squadron, but I mean, again, they're only on 2 teams, Cooler's team and the Joint Forces team, so this is gonna happen almost all the time. Perform 2 additional attacks which have a low chance of becoming super attacks. Low. Interesting. I feel like we don't see low often. Does that mean it's going to be lower than this Cooler, which has a chance? So what is that going to be, like a 5% chance or something like that? I don't know. I would guess it's going to be the same as this Cooler. The additionals will probably have a 10% chance to be a super, but I don't recall, off the top of my head, I can't recall any units in the game that have a low chance like that. Like, we've seen like great chance, stuff like that, but at low, I can't recall. Their links are Cooler's Armored Squadron, Cooler's Underling, Loyalty, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Brainiacs, and Fierce Battle. I mean, Cooler's Underling and Cooler's Armored Squadron, I don't even like recognize these links off the top of my head. Let me pull up Sulza real quick. Let me see him. I feel like they could have given us what is he? Thouser in game, right? That's what they got him as, yeah. They could give us a new version of him too, by the way. Yeah, okay, so a 1 key link and a 25% attack link. Wait, what typing are they? They're physical. What? Why would they not build them to work good with Sulza? That's weird. Right? Wouldn't it be better if they were AGL or tech so they could work well with Sulza? I mean, Sulza's obviously not crazy, but he's not bad. I mean, he's got a lot of links with them. Okay. But yeah, again, they could give us a new Sulza, I think. So their links are fine. They're only in the 2 categories, though, Conquest of Terror and Joint Forces. They're a good unit. That's all I'm going to say about that. They're good. Now, we also have this real quick here. Let me switch over in-game. We have the teasers for, I believe this is a story event revamp. And then there is also the new stage added to Cooler's DOKKANFEST event right here. So, again, of course, this is going to be showing up, I believe, on Halloween. And then down here, again, this is, I believe, a revamp for the previous Cooler story event that we had with a brand new tech Cooler that is going to be farmable. And then if we head back over here, Gresh has a little bit of the translation here. So attack and defense 40% at the start of turn, then Conquest of Terror category allies 2 key, and 30% attack and defense is very good. Actually, that's For a free-to-play unit, that's very, very strong. Now, obviously, has the same name as the DOKKANFEST cooler, so if you got him, you're not really going to be using him, but if you have the DOKKANFEST exclusive one, you're not going to use this free-to-play one, but it's another easy option to farm up Cooler Super Attack, which is great. So, there we go. Cooler seems pretty damn good to me. And don't forget that we're getting Golden Cooler in, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. Let me see. Because right now I'm expecting Golden Cooler and then probably some around... Okay, so I bet we probably get the data download for Golden Cooler and the Heroes units on like the 18th, 19th. And then they probably release on like the 20th or 21st. So about 3 weeks from now, I think Golden Cooler will come out. Golden Cooler and Fu and them... I mean, I gotta think that they're gonna be pretty damn good, too. So, Golden Cooler for sure is gonna be on this category, and he's probably gonna be really good here, too. So, it's gonna be very interesting to see how things are gonna go with that. Again, I really like this cooler. Breaking news, I'm gonna be rainbowing him for sure. I would like to rainbow the Cooler's Armored Squadron as well, but I'm not chasing that. As soon as I get my 5 copies of Cooler... we're skating. I'm done. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can pull Tech Trunks on this banner, by the way, who I've not been able to pull. So let me know what you guys think of Cooler. Again, I'm kind of putting him like at least top 10, right now. We haven't seen him yet. And again, after he transforms, I mean, he's for sure going to be pushing like a 3 million attack stat at least, I would have to imagine, after 1 or 2 super attacks. With that Link set of his, if Big Bad Boss is active, I mean, this man is going to have 200 to 250k defense, I would think, and a 3 million attack stat. So, like, I was about to say, like, yeah, you probably don't ever need to use his active skill and transform. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. This man is going to have a 3 million attack stat with 200k defense. You're going to want to transform. So he's pretty good. I'll just, we'll finish that up there. Again, data download should be, I don't know, 17, 18, 19 hours from now, something like that. We'll be able to see him in game, and again, I imagine he's going to be very impressive. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.